What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. Well, we learned earlier today that Robyn Dixon admitted to knowing all about this affair with Juan. Let's listen to what she had to say, y'all.
Before we filmed season 7, right?
And go back to the beginning, child.
First of all, I was aware of the situation before we filmed season 7, right? And because this young lady was so pressed to tell me and to tell you, Giselle, yes, I assume she told the whole cast, right? Because she DM'd me, right. So all of season 7, I'm just like waiting for somebody to bring it up. Because Karen is good for thinking she got some tea, right? Or anybody. I mean, like that's our life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just ready for it. I'm waiting for it. And so when we're in Mexico, and Ashley tells me that Karen, was talking about us, and I'm like, okay, this is it, right? And she talks about some blonde holding hand, him holding hands with a blonde in Georgetown that looks like Karen. I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Okay. Right. So that was, it was kind of comical to me. So then we go down that road. But however, I was already aware of the situation, and I expected to talk about it on season 7. Right. Now, the situation, when it was presented to me, was handled, was discussed. It was handled. It was something we had to work through, It was not something that it was just like, oh, okay, whatever. However, there are a lot of things that need to be clear.
So, as a result, and again, I could sit here and go through all the issues and things that are still, because, okay, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Robyn, you dropped the ball. If you did know about this affair before season 7, then why wouldn't you make it a story? And if you did fully expect for it to be exposed during season 7, why not make it part of your storyline? Why not film a scene with Giselle calling you saying, girl, I need to talk to you. Somebody is in my DMs dropping some information about Juan. And you and Robyn, you show Robyn the receipts, and Robyn addresses it or talks about it or handles it. But there was a whole storyline that you could have brought to the show, a genuine storyline that you said you and Juan had already talked about and dealt with. So why not let us see it, especially since you, by your own words, you fully expected you to have to answer these questions during season 7. But I'm gonna have to call BS on that a little bit, Miss Robyn, because then why was your, and I know things are edited, but why was your response to call Juan and tell Juan about it? That was something that, if it was something that y'all know happened and you fully expected to come out, girl, just deal with it. Put your big girl panties on and deal with it, because you could have got in front of it and then you could have took any wind out of anybody's sail. But that's my 2 cents. Let's see what the rest of her cast had to say. We're going to start with Chris Bassett, who we know has been going back and forth with the ladies, especially Giselle, because of this whole rumor and innuendo that was going on between him. So let's hear what he had to say. He said, so wait, there were truths that were omitted, not filmed during our season. As a cast, we chose to tell falsehoods and lies about innocent people all season long. And now we are charging for the truth. What the F? I'm good on this BS. Just so we are clear, Giselle and Ashley knew about this before the season, didn't bring it up. That's your friend, cool. But choose to lie as a distraction. I'm so mad at Robyn, but the others are trash for that. So when he said charging for the truth, because Giselle and Robyn chose to speak deeper on it, show receipts, whatever you want to talk about on their Patreon. For those who do not know, Patreon is like a paid version of YouTube, right? It's set up very similar to YouTube, but it's a paid version. And so a lot of people have a Patreon where they do in-depth behind the scenes, dropping tea, whatever. Now, one of my people who went behind the wall told me that her explanation as to why Juan's name was on the receipt from the hotel is because the woman forgot her wallet and Juan paid for the room. Girl, you made people pay for that? Juan's name is on the hotel receipt because Juan paid for the hotel. It ain't complicated. Wendy went on to say, Wendy and Candace weighed in Shout out to Bravo Shade Room. Clown behavior. Child. But the one person that spoke on it that I thought was very interesting was Mr. Reality TV producer extraordinaire, Carlos King. And Carlos said, and y'all know Carlos loved him some Giselle Child. But Carlos said, I've said every week on my podcast that something was off about this season. So while real story was happening, we were subjected to made up info. Child, we're going to address this on my podcast. Hashtag reality with the king. Hashtag Real Housewives of Potomac. Baby, I can't wait for him to get into it because I know he got some things to say. Okay? Now listen. What do y'all think about this whole situation? I mean, what are you all's opinion? Do you think that wait a minute, do I have another one here? Hold on. What is this? Child, that's a whole nother thing. I done put the wrong one in there. Anyway, what do you guys think? Y'all tell me what y'all think about this because I already gave y'all my 2 cents. Put it in the comments. Peace.